Happy Monday, superstars. Fighterdiet is my nutrition concept that I made out of my mission and need to find a way to eat, to stay lean once I got lean and enjoy it until I die. I wanted to build muscle, burn fat. No diet worked because I always had a bigger appetite than my calories or macros would allow me. My goals with my body were lofty. I didn't have a naturally lean, strong body. I created it with changing what I did in nutrition and training. So that became the fighter diet. The name came from you need the mindset of a fighter and you can't give up. And there's round after round after round. And it shows a true character if you're going to give up or keep going. Then fighter diet evolved into a lifestyle because the way you think is how you become. Then it became a state of mind. All this with my own personal self-growth and building myself and the experience. And now fast forward a few years ago, my dream was to make my fighter diet nutrition recipe collection into an app. So everyone could enjoy my big healthy dinners and desserts and meal plans and find what I created as Fighter Diet Nirvana, and it's here in this life, not in an after diet life. My intention was to really change people's perception of what is diet, and diet means way of life in Latin. To take it from what it has become in our culture, the diet is something that feels negative and stressful. Simply thinking that you have to control something make you rebel on your own goals. That the moment you think diet, you're already there, defeated, because you know you're not going to last, so why even bother? First time you try to diet, it works. Next doesn't. Then it becomes more and more of a repetition of self-destruction, defeat, self-sabotage. Now you become that ingrained habits. So you always hear people try different diets, struggling on diet, hate their diet, gotta stick to the diet. You never hear someone, I love my diet so much and I thrive and I feel healthy and strong, unless they made it into having that relationship. So once you destroy something that's supposed to be productive and rewarding, like nutrition, which is how you stay alive, it's the gasoline of life, then you're gonna have to take the time to come back. So psychology and biology and environment and self-knowledge or the lack thereof became my way of coaching. Fat loss, get lean, stay lean, fitness transformation with the emphasis on mindset. Because if you transform your mind, you won't revert back like a yo-yo diet or before and after. Once you transform and keep doing that, it's not a state, a chronic state. You keep on evolving, it becomes easier and easier. So look at me. There was a time in my life where I struggled, couldn't stick to my diet, just like you. What became of me was a pursuit of I want to make what I want to be into the easiest way of living because I thrive. I'm not missing something. I know how to manipulate my mind, to seduce my mind, to have the body, to have the feeling, the fit feeling the way I want, without having that fear of what happens if I can't keep up. So that was the whole point with Fighter Diet. So during the lockdown, of course, then that was the perfect time to kind of try to make an app, right? Yeah, it was a challenge to find people who weren't down with COVID. In India, we had meetings with, different artists and creators over the world. I exchanged my coaching with Fighter Diet warriors who were chefs and cooks. So I became an art director for how to take the photos. It became an exchange, women together. And I made my own Excel spreadsheet with about 500 recipes. I didn't have any support with this like a team. I had to do it myself and then look at what I've done. Then that was something I finally convinced my team to do, and I found the funds to create the first real Fighterdiet recipe app, and I was so proud. An app is like a child. It takes tons of investment. It's filled with glitches. It needs updates all the time. It takes storage on the phone. Any technical thing is a problem. Resend to Apple and Android, different versions. It's a huge amount of work. And I never had any interest of that myself. I'm not a graphic designer. I have an artistic eye. I sketch. I know what I want, but I'm a director, like an art director, not someone who can make that happen into a real thing. And so those years, it was all about the marketing, and I was alone in the marketing the way I wanted. And I had an uphill battle with the way I wanted Fighterdiet to be presented. This was before my own kind of an awareness too. So it was catered to people who want to build muscle, burn fat, just like me. But it felt like it wasn't really my new self demographic, as in someone who loves their diet. So I had to push so hard to change the slogan from eat big, get ripped to fall in love with diet, which was the whole point. If you don't love your diet, you're going to leave your diet. Then over the years, I was just too short on manpower in promoting and doing all my work, because I was handling challenges, the Fighterdiet challenges. I was having clients. I was building my workout app. I was doing workout videos. I had online clients and real life clients. I was writing. So I was completely just over. I had too many areas to handle, and customer service and, everything. So something had to give, and my big Fighterdiet app became kind of my child I never saw because I didn't have time. Mom didn't have time. And then in 2021, I remember I just had it with social media. I was mad and said, screw it, I'm done, I'm gone. I reverted to a lone wolf and pretty much started meditation. Well, that's 2019. But I had enough. And of course, that's made everyone in Fighterdiet communities angry with me, because they didn't see that I had to find myself in all this and what I'm doing and how. So it was a few years of kind of just dead. Nobody knew how to use, it was still an amazing app, and my subscribers loved it, which they still do. And I came out with meal plans and had a team help me with that, keep it updated. But somehow there was some kind of, I didn't get it to really promote it the way I do now. It wasn't there yet in my mind, or how I know what to do. I didn't have those clarity moments for that, how to explain what I do for people. When you go into the app, there you have all these recipes and meal plans, but it's still hard for people to understand what to do. I have guidelines, but it doesn't matter if you have guidelines. You still need coaching, you still need real structure and explanation and help. So it became one of those things that I naturally used the app in my coaching. I made meal plans for my clients and promoted it and had it in the app. Fast forward to now to like 2 years ago, it became tougher and tougher to invest in the app because everything else broke down. The hackers took over Facebook, couldn't make any more income on challenges. And then my website got hacked, so couldn't promote it there. And then I changed so much in what I wanted to do that I had to find a way to start over again. And I was terrified because I was holding on so hard to my Fighterdiet recipe app because this is it, right? I missed the point that it's Pauline. It is a lifestyle, remember? So people will have these recipes. It won't be all they need anyway. And I knew that, but not like crystal clear like that. When this then happened in the breakdown, there was nothing to do to keep it up. So now we're fast forward to today, 2025 October. And every day I get the Fighterdiet Fighterdiet recipe app subscribers asking why you can't get in and you're locked out and you want to keep going and you really want to live Fighterdiet. And that's one thing I want to tell you here. you don't live the lifestyle just because you have recipes. It's how you put them in, how you do it, right? So there's no secret sauce for that. It's how you set it all together, which means most of you still need a coach, which is I am the only coach who understands the fighter diet the way I do it. It's not macros, calories, it's so much more. And then a few months ago, I just had this epiphany that I am putting everything into 2 areas for myself. My VIP coaching, which is so amazing, I love it, and it's time consuming to have one-on-one, but it's also very rewarding for me. In that work, I use the Fighterdiet recipe app, and I use my Uscreen workouts and my training clips. It becomes a natural way for me to kind of explain and coach you in different things. Like yesterday, when it was how I convert the load and how the total load is, and my complete fitness journey. And then it just kind of came to me that since everyone is listening to my Fighterdiet mindset coaching and nutrition now on my workout video plays, there's a natural place to have it one step up. And I realized that I can make the meal plans into coaching lessons there. So not only do you get the recipes into curated meal plans for your goals, you also have me explain defeat to refeed, how to do it, how to set it up, how to change it, why you don't have to have 6 meals a day, how to fix the protein confusion about how can I so-called survive on protein powder and Parmesan. All these things that come up naturally in my coaching life. And it was a big stone that came off my heart because I realized that I am in one place now. I'm putting everything into my training, my workout videos, my nutrition coaching. Now there's a playlist with Fighterdiet recipes and meal plans and lessons. So you can really download my books, download the meal plans, you can screenshot, you can make it that. You can pretty much just download it to save it, and here you go. And the perk is that you get everything in one place. Number 2 is you don't have to have in one more app. 3, I took out the middleman, as in it's so freeing for me to escape this worry and stress about crashing apps, crashing, bugs, not being able to update it and then explain. Just don't have that manpower or the interest to have that kind of work model. So now when I'm uploading and building it up, this is also a patience game, and I'm adding it up, and my passion to explain has amplified so much because I'm not overwhelmed all over, and I really know how valuable these lessons are. And I got a little bit inspired too by my interest in crypto and that whole technology. I got a hard wallet yesterday from Tangent, and I've been reading this book, The Bitcoin Standard, that has a whole other way of explaining economy versus the economy education I've had and been continuously educating myself with. And so by taking everything into my own hands and skipping the middle step that just takes fees and transaction, which I feel is the whole app production, app people, all that, I took that away. Now it's just me and you directly. And clients, my VIP clients, asked me at times if they could pay me in crypto, and I said of course. So that is how it became a thing of I want to simplify my life as coach and trainer. And so when the app, which destroyed me before, that I felt like, oh, what am I going to do? It's breaking down. I need a team. I was hoping and really looking for the right people to help me build it up and take part of it. And now it's a blessing in disguise that I didn't get to have it my way, because there was a better way, and that is to have everything in one place. The eat, train, sleep, repeat with me, mindset, training, nutrition, education, self-care, self-love, coaching, everything one place with lessons. I am so happy, and this all can turn into an app, but I gotta build up what I'm doing first here. So all this I'm doing is how I'm building my future as coach and trainer. I have never been more happy and at ease and enjoying every workday. Now, the thing is, one problem with me, for everyone else, is that I have never been able to stay and hold on to something. I'm not that conservative. I keep on evolving. So when I find my way, I just kind of shoot up and I keep up because I got one life to live only. I have a lot that I want to accomplish. So in marketing, in my past with team, everyone got exhausted with me because, when we're making a plan and then a few months after it's implemented, now I have found another way. I'm too innovative, I'm too much of forward thinking, and combine them with people's resistance in general to change and want to have everything the way it's always been. And now I'm coming, nobody can keep it up with me. Then of course it becomes a natural way of frustration. So I just decided that I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to find the people who do want to get out of the most out of Fittest Life. So that makes me then question your whole thinking of, I miss the Fighterdiet challenges, like what you tell me. Well, what are you missing? Because I have workout challenges and nutrition challenges every day, plus I have playlists, plus my clients are getting challenged. It's just not that community where you want to be one of many so you can sneak out, right? It's a post-reconstructed mind idea about how this golden age of having fitness, you have kind of romanticized it, because how did you feel after every time you fell off, you didn't stick to your diet plan, or coming in every Monday feeling accountable, feeling guilty and angry? It's not the way I build myself up. I build up myself more and more. I don't want to be on a typical, I regret it Monday. So I turned to meditation because I got frustrated with people not wanting to see how we do this cycle of try hard and then kind of crash hard and then start over again. Because over time, everyone sees through that and you lose your hope and your faith and your trust in yourself. And I get it, because if you don't build something you can trust, it's going to break down. So now I'm feeling that the whole app of trying to find people, I'm so happy it didn't work out the way I wanted, because now I am just implementing it. And for those who really want to understand and get your results and be happy, get in that balance, give up on the old outdated, chase yourself until you hate yourself, to kind of do what? Feel fit for one day when you can feel amazing and strong for a whole life. That I am just a patient person here, that I don't know what you're waiting for, because it's all here in one place. And if you really, and not just talk, and you miss the challenges, what are you waiting for? And then the last thing about like crypto and what is it worth? What is your idea of what is it worth and valuable for you? I know my worth. I know how much I help you with things you can't fix for yourself. I know how hard it is to make a long-lasting body transformation. I know how much pressure you have thinking it's about some drug that you're going to take, semaglutide or whatever, and that's going to be a solution. It's not, and never will be, because it's how you know yourself and how you master yourself that it comes down to. And it's nothing you can do in a 12 weeks long challenge. It's a challenge you sign up for to be your best self every day for your life. So that, of course, that's not going to be the way to market people who just want to lose 10 pounds and feel great for a day and then forget about it. Nobody has that goal, but you all end up like that unless you love your diet, you love the way you train, and you want to conquer yourself. It takes a certain kind of person. That's why I call you superstars and iron eagles. I do that because I want you to know that you have everything you need. What are you waiting for? Why are you feeling like you're not worth it? And it is a sign I'm not worth it when you kind of don't want to face your reality, which is here you are amazing, you have everything you need, body and the mind, just like me. What are you doing with it? Every day you wait, you're just slowing down the time where you're going to feel excited and happy that you didn't quit. So if you devalue yourself, it's like inflation, right? That you gotta, at some point in your life, realizing that you are your worth, you're one of a kind. Stop selling yourself out for nothing just to please people. Stop accepting or showing up for everyone who is not there or doesn't understand what that it's your time. And then, of course, don't be that for yourself. Like, don't take yourself for granted. So, the way I want you to know is that I know I'm aware of the Fighterdiet recipe app has been crashing And I have no plan on rebooting it as of now. It's just me, and I'm using it for my own coaching and my clients. If you want to learn Fighterdiet, you sign up at paulinodin.uscreen.io and you have everything in one place. You're going to have me right around the corner, and this is where I can be accessible for a community I'm building. So the Fighterdiet community is what you make out of it. I am the leader here, and I provide the community online. It's quiet here in the forest. So then the last thing is, I am very affordable. If I were to kind of charge what I know is valuable for you who have the goals, it would be tons more. The thing is, there's so much competition with AI models and big apps with thousands of workouts that you never do anyway, and kind of default, basic, cookie cutter meal plans. You don't see that is not value. That is just easy to make and look great, and it's marketing. You don't have a human who understands or sees you. And when you sit there and you think, what am I doing it? I haven't been working it out. Of course, if you're not using the workout, you're going to feel that it's wasting your money. But that has to do with yourself. When you are enrolled in my community and have me as a coach and trainer, and you commit to yourself, you bet you would pay a lot more for that and be happy. That's how my clients tell me. And I agree, because nothing makes you feel better than self-mastery, that you were once weak from yourself, now you have become a masterpiece, mind and body. All this, you find it, I build every day, is what my big focus is at paulinodin.uscreen.io. The Fighterdiet recipe app is crashing, I know. All the recipes, all meal plans, I'm in charge of anyway, and that's why I'm building this up here. I'm adding all my books, my Keep It Super Simple programs, my challenges, everything to the resources. It's very affordable, and if you have to break it down on cost, it's like $1 a day. So then I say, if you can't afford your healthy fitness life for $1 a day, to have access to everything you need to succeed, then I agree. Then I'm not your coach. So there will always be someone who just says, here's the thing for free, take it. And what you feel you get for free, you don't take it seriously, because it has no value. Even your freedom you take for granted, because you can go to the store and eat your cookies. That's freedom. Doesn't mean that you want to have that, right? You want to die at prison, and I'm just not about it. So to kind of conclude it here with crypto and why I'm so happy, fascinated, and kind of been all over the internet with all this knowledge I'm collecting. It's so important to realizing that you are not in a machine where you have no executive power. That you are not a martyr, you're not a victim. You choose what you want to invest in. When I want something, I make that happen, because I know it's all about that attitude. And people who want it more than they don't, they show up for themselves. So yeah, show up.